Today is a good day. All the electrical's done. My electrical's been done for a while, and I just finished today rerouting and removing the bus chassis electrical. So I removed anything that didn't have anything to do with the converted bus. So I left the running lights, the signal lights, the brake lights, the reverse lights, front and back, anything that wasn't getting utilized. So the door opener, the strobe light on the roof, the flashing lights front and back, all the heater stuff, anything that doesn't have anything to do with the tiny home version or the RV version of this bus has been removed. I am extremely happy about that. Let me show you what I've done here. Okay, you've already seen my interior electrical, which I ran completely separate from the bus on its own closed system. It will be all grounded back to that back corner, all to the batteries. Nothing is interconnected. What I've been doing this week, which took a surprisingly long time, there is a ridiculous amount of wiring in a school bus. So all this bundle here, this bundle here runs along the bottom. It looks like crap, I know, but it's all tucked away, bundled up. That one, I don't want to talk about that. That's just the area where I left myself a little bit of slack, just in case. So now I have the slack, I bundled the slack all up. It goes up and into the fuse panel there of the bus. So everything is ready to go. I tied it all up in here. This isn't getting spray foam, so I wasn't worried about tying those up just yet. But it's all done. Everything is done. So now I'm going to remove the floor, the subfloor, the boxes, and tomorrow I'm going to spray foam it.
Here? Both in there.
Don't know. Subfloor's out. I'm leaving the lid on that wheel well box because, my tools are sitting there. When I spray foam it, obviously I'll take it off. But subfloor is out. Going to give it a good vacuuming, and then I'm going to tape the edges, and then I think I'm done for the day. Some days everything goes well. Some days everything conspires against you. Today is the latter of the two. Everything is conspiring against me today. Today was the day I was going to spray foam. It's too cold. After weeks of ridiculously hot weather, it has dropped down to 16 or 17 degrees, and that's just too cold, according to the documentation, to spray foam. Tomorrow looks about the same. Today's Saturday, so I have a weekend where I am almost ready to do the entire spray foam, and I can't do it. So what I'm going to do today is bag up all the loose wires, tuck everything in. I was prepared to do just the floor this morning. So I'm going to get everything ready, tape up, plastic over the windows, plastic around the front so that nothing gets splattered up there. And then, if tomorrow is warm enough, I will spray foam the entire bus. If tomorrow is not warm enough, I will clean my house. If I have to come Monday after work and do half of it and then come back Tuesday after work and do half of it, I will do that. To say the least, I'm a little disappointed. It feels like a wasted weekend, but then I realize I've been here every day since last Saturday, a week, doing electrical all day, every day. Man, that took a long time. That's a lot of wires. Buses are weird. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to prep everything. I'll show a little video of that after I get that done. I know we received a comment on our last video about putting this in loom where it goes over the ribs. I have thoughts on this, whether you agree or not. This is being spray foamed. Closed cell spray foam is structural. It is hard as a rock. This stuff's not going to move. As it is, these ribs, this bus doesn't shimmy and shake. Nothing moves. So these wires, where they go over the ribs, they're not going to do this. They're not going to go back and forth. They're going to be solid. So no, I'm not putting it in loom there. It's not necessary. Some people may. Some people have my thoughts where we just aren't going to do that. Anywhere it went through, where I drilled a hole, here's loom. It comes all the way up to about here on the other side, and it's taped. I put loom there. Oh, I forgot to put it here. I got to put a piece of loom here. This stuff, there's a grommet here, and this is household wiring. This stuff is not going. It's not going to move. So I'm not overly concerned about it. Anywhere where there wasn't a grommet, so that one right there going to the fan, I put a piece of loom where it was going through the metal. So anywhere it was like that, you know, I have put a piece of metal, or a piece of loom, sorry. Same as here, other than the one I forgot behind me, which I'll fix right away. But here, where it's just going over the rib, and I'm going to spray foam around the bloody thing, it's not going to move. That spray foam is going to be a ½ an inch thick on top of those wires. It's not going anywhere. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. You may agree, you may disagree, but this is how I've chosen to do it. And I'm very confident that once that spray foam is in there, these wires are there. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to move. And they're done. And there it is. We are ready for spray foam. All the wires are covered, all the boards are covered with tape to make it easier to pull everything off. I've got plastic around the front to protect the dash, all the windows. Everywhere we don't want spray foam, I have put plastic. And that's it. This is exciting. I was hoping to have this done this weekend, but it's just been too cold. Tomorrow after work, we will be coming straight here and getting started on the spray foam. And between tomorrow evening and Tuesday evening, I'm hoping to have this all spray foamed. Then I can start putting everything back together. Today is the day. It's spray foam day. Today, this evening, and probably tomorrow, I'm all garbed up. Don't expect to see this hood on me for long. It looks ridiculous and it's extremely hot in here. I got the foam ready to go, all hooked up. I got to do a over there into that one, just a spray to get the chemicals mixing. And then I do the outline one in the other box. I'll probably bring that up here so the GoPro will catch it, because I'm here by myself right now, so I don't really have anybody to video me. So that's that. Gonna get started. So here's what it's looking like so far. Looking really good. I missed the corner up there. Yeah, some of it gloops out faster than you expect it to. Some of it not as fast as you expect it to. In and around this area on the driver's side at the back, I started running out. So, you know, first coat, it's mostly done. I haven't done the floor yet. That's a 600 board foot kit. And we didn't get the whole 8-window bus done in the first coat. So we are going to have a hot dog right now, and then we're going to go pick up another 600 board foot kit, and then I'm going to finish the floor and touch up where it didn't get as thick as I wanted it to on the first coat, and then possibly, if I can tonight, I might try and do another coat. Otherwise I'll probably just leave it for tomorrow, and I'll come do that second coat tomorrow. But what a difference. You can already hear the sound difference, and just the stiffness of the walls already. Pretty amazing. There we are with the first coat. I'm going to come back tomorrow, do a second coat, which will fill in much more even, and hopefully bring it right up level to here. Like, get rid of all the ribs, and should look really good when we're done. It's already quieter in here. Looking forward to getting this all finished foamed, and then start smoothing it out and put the floor back in. I'm back here at the bus for day 2 of spray foaming. Some areas look really good from yesterday. Some areas are going to need a lot of attention. I hope we have enough spray foam. I used about 1/3 of the second kit that we bought yesterday, the bigger kit. Plus we have a 200 board foot kit as well. If we need more, we need more. Can't stop now. I better get to this. All right, second coat is done. I'm happy with the result. I'm not too terribly worried about building it all the way out level with all the boards. It's bloody close. Like, I don't know if you can tell. It looks more dented than it is, just the way that the ridges are running. So it looks more uneven than it is, but who cares? It's going to be behind. It's going to be behind the walls anyway. I mean, if you look along here, I got a lot of smoothing out to do there. But so we used 2 600 board foot kits and a 200 board foot kit. And I am quite happy with the result. This is an 8-window bus, so it's a little bit shorter than most. And I think we're going to leave it at that and start scraping it tomorrow. And, you know, if we need to touch up some stuff here and there, the floor looks great. If we need to touch up some stuff here and there, I think we could just use the little spray cans. Because I do see a couple of spots, like around this electrical box, for instance. I need to put some around there. I tried to get them all, but apparently I missed that one to get it all the way around. I did redo this side of it, but I missed that side. That's okay. I'll use a I'll use a little spray can of that great stuff. It'll work. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. So now I'm gonna have to trim it because some spots really came flying out. I'll trim it, and then I've got a curry brush. That's a horse brush, curry brush that we're going to use to smooth it all out nice and neat where it needs to be smooth. It doesn't need to be smoothed if it's not going to be touching the wall or if it's not bulging past the wall. And then of course I have to be extremely careful where the wiring is. That's going to be a big deal. So I know where all my wiring is, and I have pictures that I can look back on in case I have any questions of myself. But there it is. I think I might be able to do a little bit of scraping tomorrow just to show you that process. Can take down all the plastic and stuff tomorrow, and I'll show you how we are going to go about scraping this down so that it's level, so that we're not humping and bumping the floor. But I'm going to call that good for today. I'm going to call this a success. Everything's toasty warm in here because we've got lots of windows and all the sun beating through the windows, and the insulation held it in. But Dad opened the doors, turned on a fan. I'm going to take all the plastic off first, and then I'm going to crack open some windows, and then starting back there we're going to smooth out the floor and put the floorboards back in so we can get going on this thing. How about the top? So we had a question why we didn't want spatter on there and stuff, but watch this. We put this tape on here so that we could break this off easier. And here it comes. It just pulls off and it leaves a nice clean line. Everything is there. And you don't have to scrape that, and it makes it easier to put the walls on. Of course, we will have to even it out here, scrape it down level here, and cut the wire tie off. But makes it much easier. And now the fun of evening it out begins. And we're going to do the floor today. And we should be able to get most of it done today, I think, between the two of us. So Christina was using a bread knife that I picked up, a cheap one, to pull off the big stuff. We also have this curry brush. It's a horse brush, aggressive on one side and not so aggressive on the other side. You can flip it over, and it's just a simple matter, just dragging it, pressure on it, drag it, and it's pulling off a lot of material. And then I just shop vac the crap out of it. And I've got a board here that I know is cut square like that. I know it's straight, so we'll be just going until each section is smooth. And we're making progress. We got the first 4 boards back in the back. Christina is going crazy, trimming this and leveling it. And yeah, we'll definitely have the floor. And we're only going to do the floor today, and then we're going to switch to exterior. We got to sand it so we can paint on the weekend. Then we can come back to doing foam. Good times. Well, we've been working our butts off for a couple of hours now, trimming all this on the floor, putting all the boards back in. Christina's just finishing up the front here. Not as easy as it looks, but is working really well, eh? Not as easy as it looks. And we got a straight knuckle. If you don't bleeding on it, it's not a project. And I've got all the boards in up to this point here because I'm not doing any more tonight. So I'll come do these tomorrow. And then this board over here, I have to cut out the pieces, the sections where the base for the seat goes. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. And I don't have any wood cut for the section Christina's working on right now, but I'll just lay a board in there for now so we're not tripping over the foam. I saw that.
There's certain pieces
And
over there.
then tomorrow we're going to switch our focus after we get this area here done. We're going to switch our focus to the sanding of the exterior because we want to paint this weekend. Once we get it painted, interior can be done after that. And that's it, we're on our way home.
We have permanent yellow stuff stuck to us.
We have spray foam pieces all over us.
It looks like we played in a styrofoam bin.
That is all for this video. Next video will probably just be us painting the bus, because that's our next step now. We got a little bit to do with the foam and stuff on the interior, but we're going to finish that at a later time. So
Yeah,
that's it.
Do painting while the weather's good.
Painting while the weather's good, yeah, because we can scrape spray foam and put up walls. If it's pouring rain out, it doesn't matter. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. It wasn't so hard to do.